Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Mike with Adrenaline Barbecue Company, and today we're going to do a Carolina style pulled pork out on the S&S Kamado, coming up right now. We're going to be doing a low and slow cook here today. Target temperature is between 225 and 250 Fahrenheit. I've already got the Kamado pre-lit. It's coming up to temperature. We've got some wood chunks underneath the coals, and we're burning some clean smoke. As soon as it comes up to the correct temperature, we're going to go ahead and get the pork on. The next step is to get this seasoned. Now, I already went ahead and dry brined this in some kosher salt and trimmed the fat cap off the bottom. So now all we have to do is season this with Rocky's Rub and get it out on the cooker. Let's get it seasoned up. So this has been dry brining in salt for about 24 hours. We're just going to go ahead now, put a thin coat of olive oil on here, and let's get this seasoned up with Rocky's Rub. Same thing on this other side. This is looking really good. It's time to get this out on the cooker. Okay, the meat is on. Now it's time to just sit back and relax and wait until we develop that perfect bark. Then we're going to double wrap this in foil and finish it off. Now that the pork butt is out on the Kamado, it's time to make our Carolina vinegar sauce. Now I'm just going to be making one serving of this because we're not going to put this on the whole thing after we shred it. We're just going to kind of sample some with sauce and some without. So we're going to do one serving. And by the way, this recipe came off of AmazingRibs.com. So we're going to start with distilled vinegar, ketchup, apple juice, your favorite hot sauce, whatever you like works perfect here. Light brown sugar, Morton's coarse kosher salt, crushed red pepper, finely ground black pepper. Now we're just going to heat this on low heat, stir it occasionally to get everything to dissolve. Because of the high content of vinegar in this recipe, this will stay good in your fridge in a container for weeks at a time. So you can make as much as you want. There we go, just a few minutes later this stuff is ready. Now I'm just going to turn this off and set it aside till later. Word to the wise, if you're going to do this, make it a few days in advance and just keep it in the fridge and reheat it when you're ready to serve. The longer these things have to sit together, the better this sauce is going to be. Now we just have to wait till it's time to wrap, and I'll bring you outside to show you what the bark looks like before we do that. Okay, it's time to wrap. It's been about 7 hours. This pork butt was just under 7 pounds when I started, and I ran this cooker at 225 the whole way. It held real steady up until the stall around 160. Then I cranked it up to 275 to get the bark where I like it. I'm going to show you that in a second. Now it's time to wrap this and finish it off, and we're just going to let it finish at 275. We'll pull this probably between 200 and 205 degrees. Check out this bark. That's absolutely beautiful. It's perfect. It's time to get this wrapped in foil. All right, we're all wrapped up. Double layer of foil, probe is back in. Now we're just gonna ride this thing to 200, 205. You can already see the bone is pulling back on this thing, so this isn't gonna take long. Remember, I didn't wrap this at the stall. I waited until I got the bark that I wanted, so I went a little bit beyond the stall. Once it's done, I'm gonna pull it, put it in a cooler, let it rest for about 2 hours, then we'll do an unveiling for you. See you then. So this has been resting for 2 hours. I just took it out of the cooler. We're gonna unwrap it here in a moment. We're gonna shred this, and we're gonna try some with the sauce that we made and some without. Yeah, just check that out. Smells so good. Bone just came right out. This is just coming right apart. Check out that smoke ring we got. Absolutely outstanding. By letting our bark develop a little bit longer, it really held together well throughout the wrap. Just look at that. Beautiful smoke ring throughout. My kitchen smells absolutely glorious. I'm amazed at how good that this came out. I really am. Very, very impressed with the cooker. Very, very impressed with how this turned out. Now it's time to give this a taste. So I reheated this sauce. It's been sitting and it's just been getting happy pretty much this whole time. Now let's drizzle some here on this half. So let's try it without first. Cheers everyone, thanks for hanging out with me today. Okay, so that's outstanding. Lots of smoke flavor, it's tender, it's juicy, it's delicious, and I don't really know what else to say about it. I mean, it's everything that you would want in pulled pork. Now we're gonna amp it up a notch, and we're gonna try this with the North Carolina vinegar sauce. We'll go in with the other fork here, so we don't contaminate. Cheers, everyone. It's really hard to explain what that sauce does, but it sort of ties everything together and just amplifies the flavors. You really have to try this if you've never tried it before. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it very much. Until next time, remember, 2 zones are better than 1, and I'll see you on the next video.